Hello, this is Kathleen. Earlier this year, I published an article focusing on a topic that I think needs to be discussed at a national level, one that I believe is not being addressed as it should. And it deals with teaching children who are venturing out into the workplace how not to be the victim of bullying, harassment, and other forms of workplace violence. Think of it. 2 million Americans per OSHA, at least per year, experience workplace violence, including bullying, assaults, and even occupational murder. And in many instances, it's adults who are victims. Think of what's happening when we're sending our 14 and 15-year-old children out into the workplace for the first time. They may come into contact with customers, clients of the business, or even supervisors and coworkers who are angry, maybe even be violent, and may take out their feelings on your child. We do a great job of teaching kids how not to be victimized by other kids in the schools. What about in the workplace? What about in the general community? After I published that article, I was contacted by Mr. Tim Burse. Mr. Burse is a wonderful man. His son was murdered viciously at work earlier this year. Ryan Burse is a 22-year-old young man who was working at a KFC, Taco Bell, in Kentucky. He was at his job when suddenly, and without warning, he was shot in the back 9 times and was killed. The person who has been charged with Ryan's murder is an older co-worker. Mr. Burse thanked me for publishing the article, and I did so in Ryan's name and in the name of all American children, no matter how young or old, who are out in the workplace. Please read the article. I've included a link to it on this description of this video. Share it with other parents. Share it with your children. Have that conversation before the child ventures out into the workplace so he or she knows what's appropriate and what's inappropriate behavior, that they do not have to put up with bullying or other forms of violence, and what to do if and when they experience it. This is Kathleen. Thank you very much for watching and for listening today.